Hey everybody, it's Joy Packard, and I'm super excited to be here with you this morning. I wanted to try out this new selfie ring that my daughter put together. It's so cool, and I am testing it out. So I really like it so far. So I wanted to get on here and say a quick hello. It is Thursday, and we have been busy. We've been busy setting up, everything for school and everything. The kids are finally in school, and so it's really exciting to be able to have some time to get some things done. So, there's a lot of people ask about the different selfie lights, and I should go get the one that I have, because this is the best one so far. It's portable. It's where you can dim it, like watch. You can make it brighter, you can turn it pink, you can do different lighting, and so whatever lighting that you want. Isn't that so cool? As bright as that. It's too bright, of course. So, those of you who have videos that you have to make or whatever, these selfie rings are pretty cool, especially this dimming light one. I love playing with this. So, like I say, my daughter put this together this morning, and so we're here, and it's so exciting. So one of the things, a good friend this morning, and I actually was talking to my daughter-in-law about this about a week ago, and she said, Mom, how do you, having 8 kids, how do you structure your day so that you can get things done? And actually, hey Nicole, how you doing? It's good to see you on here, Cheryl. And one of the things that I'm actually going to be speaking on coming up in October, it's the Rockstar Retreat Cruise, and they've asked me to speak about time management. And so I'm pretty excited about that, because it's such a passion of mine to be able to do so. And, having 8 kids, it's like, how do I structure my day to be able to get done whatever I want to do? Right? And that's what he was asking me this morning. He said, how do you do that? And so I will say, this is such a passionate topic for me, and that's probably why I spend quite a bit of my videos talking about it, because I'm asked by several of you on how to do that, right? And for those of you who are unfamiliar with what I'm talking about, when I'm talking about chunking, it is basically this. It's basically taking certain times of your day, specific parts of your day, like 20 minutes, let's just say 20 minutes at a time, 15 minutes, however long your attention span is, to basically to do the different tasks that you have, right? So let's just say in a work day for you, you have, like, say your kids are at school, like maybe mine is like from 10 to 3, and I say to myself, between 10 and 3, I'm going to be doing some chunking time. And so basically what that is, like, for example, right now my phone is on a do not disturb mode. For those of you who have an iPhone, if you go into your settings and to I guess it's general, I'm not sure, but there's a do not disturb button, and you can actually turn it on manually, so that whenever you're doing a video like this, or you're wanting to do some chunking of times that we're talking about, you will have it on do not disturb mode, to where your phone doesn't ring, to where you are you're going to be able to get done whatever you want to get done, right? And so chunking, what you can do is on a daily basis, and I talked about this a little bit last night, is, some of us can have fancy journals or planners or whatever, or you can have something like I have a lot of journals that I like to use, and I have a lot of fancy ones, and I have a lot of simple ones, and I continually go back to the simple ones, right? Because I'm just trying to be making things simple. And this is like, just a calendar like this. Can you see this? Yeah, you can. So, I take my week, and then I write down, I just split it here. And like, for example, last night, before you go to sleep is a good time, because it's fresh on your mind, like whatever you want to get done, for the day. And you just take your little calendar and you start writing down some of the things that are on your mind. And something as simple as this, I have a seminar I'm going to at the end of September, and I have on here a hotel in San Diego. And so, you know, that might take a good, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes of time to do. For me, probably less than 5 minutes, just because I know how to do that pretty quickly. But it's bothering me and it's on my mind. So, you know, I have, you know, order my son's birthday gift. You know, he's in Uruguay, so it takes a month to get there. I'm just giving you some ideas of what I write down. You know, I need to order some vitamins. I have to email some of my daughter's teachers to ask them some questions. I have to do an online check-in for a cruise that we're going on. So, you know, it gives you an idea. So basically, you know, you're writing down things that are on your mind, on your to-do list, right? For those of you who are coming on. So you basically get on here and you start, you take this list that you're doing and you start chunking, is what I call it. What I mean by chunking? Well, you say, okay, the phone is off. I'm taking my to-do list and I'm going to turn my phone off and sit down at my computer or do whatever I need to do for 15 minutes, right? And whether that's on your to-do, like, you know, maybe it's like your journal, or maybe it's, you know, travel schedules or something. And you say, no matter what, you know, I'm not going to let the phone ring, and I'm not going to let, you know, whatever bother me right now so I can get this done. And it will amaze you about how much you can get done when you do it this way. You know, you put a timer or whatever you want on, you know, maybe on your computer or on your phone, you have a timer, or you can get one of the manual kitchen timers and you just put it on. I don't like the kitchen timers because I hear the tick, 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 you know, too much. And then it you know, causes me a little bit of anxiety or whatever. But you can set a timer and you say for the next 15 minutes or whatever time you're allotting yourself to get done your to-do list. And you structure your day. This is how, you know, this is what somebody was asking me this morning, how I structure my day, you know, with 8 kids and being able to get done all the things that I want to get done, including, you know, working on my health, working on relationships, working on my Amazon business, working on projects, working on, you know, things around the house, making sure the meals are getting planned. So that sounds like so much. In fact, yesterday I saw a post by a really good friend, and it reminded me of, you know, as mothers and as wives and as business owners or whatever we are, we have so much in our head, right, that we have to do. And sometimes, you know, when we have so much to do, it's very overwhelming, right? We sit down and we just kind of freeze and we think, I don't even know where to begin. And I have this to-do list and I have everything that's going on and I don't know where to begin. And so that's why this method is amazing, because, you know, like I say, I named some things this morning or earlier, you know, booking a San Diego hotel. For some people that might take a little longer. For me, I know that's going to take less than 5 minutes, but I schedule out that, and then I look at my list and I'm just like, wow, you know, I am doing some chunking, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to, you know, chunk away 15 to 20 minutes and I'm going to do my travel plans. This is what I do. And then, like, you know, for my kids, like I have, those of you who have kids that started school, you have all these folders that come home, right? And you have to fill out this paperwork for your kids, right? When I had 8 kids in school, I got smart and I made, you know, I filled out the generic parts of this and then made copies and then filled in, you know, specific to the kid. Now I only have 2 in school, but I have that on my to-do list, right? I have that on my to-do list to do some chunking to get that done. And so when you chunk out your time in 15 and 20 minute increments, or 30 minutes, or some of you maybe 5 minutes. When my kids were babies, I didn't have 15 minutes of straight time. Maybe you only have 5 minutes of straight time. And what's amazing is when you put your do not disturb on your phone, that 5 minutes can get you so many things done. And I'm living proof of that. That's how I live my life. That's how I get things done. Nicole, you do 15 minutes. That's great. I think 15 minutes is a great time because, you know, it's not too long and not too short. And, you know, those of us, like I say, who have kids and mothers and things like that. But it gives you that good focused time, and say 15 minutes. Like, just to give you an example, you're in an Amazon business and you're trying to find a product to sell online, right? And you're doing your research. So, you know, that could sound overwhelming when you think about it. But when you say, all right, I'm setting my timer and I'm going to do some research, and I'm going to only focus on this for 15 minutes. And, you know, whether I find a product or not, this is what I'm doing for 15 minutes. I'm chunking out my time to get this done. So at the end of 15 minutes, if for some reason you didn't get that task done, what you do is you go walk around and you can take a 5-minute break, or, you know, get something to eat, go drink some water or whatever, and come back and set it again, if you can, for another 15 minutes until you can get that task done. Now, some of us have more tasks to do than others. Some of us have 3 things that we want to get done. Some of us have 15 things. The friend I was talking to this morning said he had 10 things. That's how I am. I might have 10 things that I want to get done in the day, including time with my kids, time with my husband, time for my business, time for bills, time for, you know, menus for my kids because we're trying to eat healthier, right? So one thing that I really love is I look at the different parts of my life, right, that I'm trying to improve, such as my health, such as eating, you know, which includes eating healthier with the kids and the family. Another would be my business. And I have several projects that I'm working on, and that can be overwhelming. You know, those of us who are entrepreneurs know we got that shiny object syndrome, right? And we can't help it sometimes, right? But we can help to say, hey, you know, for today, I'm looking back at that one thing that I wanted to look at. And whatever it is, for example, today, I'm going to look at my private label list that my virtual assistant sent to me, and I'm going to pick a product today. And I don't care if it takes me 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 30 minutes, I'm going to get that done today. And I do. And so this is how I structure my day. Those of you who are asking, this is a bonus module section in my course. Simplesonseller.com is an Amazon newbie course. I'm working on it. Got this new selfie light ring so I can make some good videos. But in that section is something that a lot of people don't offer, and that is talking about mindset, talking about getting things done. How do you work your time management? I'm super excited to talk about this topic because I'm going to be speaking on the Rockstar Retreat Cruise in October. And usually I talk about outsourcing or I talk about private label, but this time I'm talking specifically about time management. That's what they wanted me to talk about. So that's what I mean by chunking. I wanted to share that with you because many of us, especially as entrepreneurs, we have so many things that we want to get done in a day, right? And we have so many things that as we sit down in front of our computer, we sit there and we say, all right, and you freeze up. How do I know this? Because it happens to me, and it's happened to me over the years as I'm doing my different things. And I write down all my stuff, and then I get so overwhelmed, right? And I know you guys do too. And if you do, you can comment in the section and say, you know, I do. We all get overwhelmed. It's a natural thing because there's so many things that we have to do, right? But as we put the things on our paper, in our mind, in our chunking sessions, then we feel less overwhelmed. Because by the end of the day, what's really cool is, look at this. I'm going to try and focus this for you. Yeah. You see all that right there? This is like in a day's work for me. And so basically when I do chunking, it's not focusing for you again. Let's see. Can you see that? There you go. You see that? So as I go through these sessions, I cross them out, right? And what's really cool is I look at the end of the day and I'm like, okay, out of the 14 or 15 things that I didn't get done, what I do, here's another method for you, is I circle the things that didn't get done and I just transfer it to the next day. And so it's not like you shouldn't feel unaccomplished. You got it done. And then you move it to the next day and you just live your life like that, right? And you move it to the next day. And before you know it, it gets done. But until you write it, until you think it, until you, I guess, have it on paper or have it, excuse me, I'm still kind of getting over my sickness from the Goat Farm Mastermind. Until you have it on paper and in your mind, it won't happen. So I encourage you to use this method. I encourage you to Write it down. And I encourage you to do some chunking methods. Chunking, I don't know if that's the good word, but that's just what I know, that some people probably use that as they're talking about self-development and everything. But I love that word. I love that word because it does. As you chunk out your sessions of the things that you have to get done, at the end of the day, your list will look like this. It will look like this. I promise you. And you'll love it because you'll feel so accomplished. You can't see the light. But anyway, there. It will look like this. And it will have, you know, as you do it, it will feel so good. I don't know if you're like me, where you're obsessive compulsive, to where when you do something, you're like, yeah, I did that. And I crossed it off. And you feel so amazing. And that's how the chunking sessions, you can get things done. So, those of you who ask a lot, you know, there's a share button down here at the bottom somewhere. You're always welcome to share this video, whether on your wall or to a friend's wall or someone who needs it. You know, that's one of the reasons that I love doing these, is because it helps people. And as you can tell, this is such a passionate subject of mine, you know, time management, goals, getting things done. And so we talk about it a lot, right? Repetition is a good thing. You know, you go to church, you talk about the same things over and over again. Why? Because we need to hear it and we need to keep on practicing it. And so that's why I talk about this subject probably almost every video. Somehow it's incorporated. So there you have it. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Let's see, Nicole. You commit 15 minutes to each task and I move to the next task only when the kids are not home. When the kids are home, I work from a wish list. There you go. And you know what? Family comes first. And those of you who know me know that. If family didn't come first, this course that I'm working on would already be done. But my family comes first in everything that I do. And sometimes, and that's okay. That's the way it's supposed to be, right? So when life throws you curveballs, which we all have that happen, you know, we all have health issues. We all have situations that happen in our life. I had a friend yesterday tell me, you know, certain things that were happening in her life and how, I don't know, it just really hurt my heart what I heard. But, you know, when things like that happen, then our to-do list and our wish list and all the different things that we have, it's okay that not all of them get done, right? Because our family comes first. It does with me. And those situations are going to come first before all of these amazing things that you want to get done. And that's okay, because that's really the way it should be. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I know that this Amazon course is taking a little longer, but just like what I said, you know, my family has come first in a lot of my situations, and there's just been a lot. 2017 has been a year of one situation after another. And that's okay, right? Because when things happen, as long as you push forth and as long as you keep on going, as long as you keep going with whatever it is that you're trying to do, you are moving forward. So that's what's really, really cool. Hey, Lisa, how you doing? I'm walking. I'm not using my cane anymore. You'd be so happy to know that. And so anyway, thank you guys for joining. I hope this has helped you. I told my friend I would make this video for him, and hopefully I should have tagged him in this. But I just wanted to make this for you, and I hope that it's helped you in some way. All right, go out there and make your chunking happen. Make your to-do list, make your goals. And one more thing before I let you go. This method is not always perfect. You're going to have things that happen. It's not going to always be like, you know, don't feel like you failed because you didn't have a perfect day with your chunking methods, right? If you get on your list and you even accomplished one thing that you were able to cross off, you should be so happy about that because, you know, you moved forward, right? So just continue to move forward and don't be so hard on yourself whenever you don't get the 10 things done. All right, you guys take care. Have an amazing day. I will talk to you guys soon.